So good evening and welcome to Tuesday evening meditation, coming to you from Vajrayana Institute in Sydney. So let's hope the internet gods are with us and that we don't have any problems, either from our end or your end. So as usual, I'm going to begin with just settling the body, relaxing the body, and getting rid of any tension in the body. So make sure that you're sitting comfortably. It doesn't matter whether you sit on a cushion on the floor or whether you're sitting on a chair. The important thing is to have your spine straight, but not rigid. We don't want tension in the body or in the mind. And as we scan the body, just breathe normally and naturally. And let's begin by bringing our awareness to the top of our head. So when we do the body scan, if we find any areas of tension, the idea is that with each out breath, we imagine that that tension leaves the body with the breath and simply dissolves into space. So don't get tense about checking for your tension. So let's move down over the forehead. Sense of relaxation and openness. Often when we concentrate, we frown, so make sure you're not frowning. And come down and relax all those little muscles around the eyes. And relax the eyes themselves. Nice, soft, daydreaming kind of gaze. Ideally, when we move on to the breathing meditation, you'll have your eyelids lowered, but not completely closed, letting some light in. Because normally when we close our eyes, the brain says, time to go to sleep. So if possible, keeping your eyes just a little bit open. It's not so important now. You can close them now if you like. But when we move on to the breathing meditation, try to have them slightly open. And coming down over the cheekbones to the mouth, relaxing the muscles around the mouth. Relax your jaws. Relax the whole of your face. Soft, still, peaceful. Relax your throat. Often when we concentrate without realizing it, we clench our jaws. So to counter that, you can have your mouth just slightly open. Rest your tongue behind your top teeth. And gently bring your awareness back to the top of the head. And move down the back of the head, the base of the skull, the neck. Relax your neck. Now we come to the shoulders and just lifting them up and dropping them down 3 times. Helping to release the tension in the shoulders. Check your shoulder blades. It's good if your shoulders are slightly back and down. Allow gravity to help you relax. Then travel down the backbone to the base of the spine. The whole of your back should feel relaxed. The spine strong and stable. The body relaxed. Coming now to the front of the body, to the upper chest, the diaphragm, the belly, the pelvic region. Just feel the body completely at ease. Still, stable, peaceful. And bring your attention back to the top of your shoulders and travel down both arms to your elbows, releasing, relaxing, letting go. Elbows to wrists, palms of your hands, tops of your hands. Travel all the way to the fingertips. It can help if you can have a sense of warmth in your relaxation. Then moving to the hip joints, traveling down through the thighs to the knees, letting go. Knees to ankles, checking the calf muscles for any tightness or tension. And then from the ankles to the tops of the feet and the soles of the feet, going all the way to the tips of your toes. And now be aware of the whole body, tips of your toes to the top of your head. Enjoy the sensation of your body completely at ease, without tension. Stable, relaxed, supported, and safe. Just enjoy being aware of your body in this state of stillness and relaxation. Nothing to do, nowhere to go. The whole body. How often are we actually aware of our body? And then out of this stillness and peacefulness, let's take time to set a really positive motivation for joining the group this evening. And bring to mind a very basic truth. Every living being on this planet wants to be happy and doesn't want to suffer. This is our shared reality. So let's open our hearts and go beyond our usual unconscious self-centeredness. And really acknowledge this fact. And from there we can have the wish, may whatever benefit I derive from this evening, may it be not only for myself, but for all living beings that I come into contact with. And for those of us who have taken bodhisattva vows, we can reinforce that wish, remembering our promise to become enlightened for the benefit of all beings. And so we'll move on to the breathing meditation. And of course, our only task is to bring the awareness to the breath and to notice the moment that the mind wanders, and to gently but firmly, without criticism or beating ourselves up, bring the awareness back. So remember the particular points for this type of meditation, the RSV, and then P for practice. So we need to be relaxed. We need to be still. We need to be vigilant. And then we're ready to practice. So focusing on the breath, either entering and leaving the nostrils, or focusing on the rise and the fall of the abdomen. And the moment the mind wanders, simply bring it back. Remember, thoughts are going to arise. That's natural, but don't give them any energy. Notice and bring the awareness back. Almost like they're knocking on the door of your awareness. Don't let them in. Go back to the breath. Do your best to keep your vigilance bright and sharp without tension. Remember, don't try to control the breath either. Just allow the body to breathe. It knows perfectly well what to do. So have a little stretch. Have a sip of your warm drink or your cold drink. So we're going to do one more meditation. Meditation on Kuan Yin. It's called Mother of Compassion because Kuan Yin is, if you like, the Chinese version of Chenrezig, the Buddha of Compassion. So in China, Chenrezig appears in female form as Kuan Yin. You may have seen lovely little statues in some of the Chinese shops. She's usually white and she has beautiful robes, and often she's holding a vase. Sometimes she's holding a child. They're very, very beautiful, the Kuan Yin statues. And it's one of my favorite meditations, so I hope you enjoy it too. If you're not familiar with Kuan Yin, you can visualize Chenrezig. Or, not everybody's Buddhist. You may want to visualize Jesus or Mary, or you may not be religious at all. You can visualize a sphere of light, whatever you're comfortable with. But have trust that whatever you visualize is a manifestation of perfect, unconditional compassion, which is the wish for all beings to be free of suffering. So touch base again with your motivation, and we'll move into the meditation. And this was actually told to a gentleman called John Blofield. I don't think he's still alive, but he's written quite a lot of Buddhist books. And the meditation was told to him by an old nun in what was then called Canton in China. So imagine that you are sitting on a hilltop and that the hill is high enough so that you don't see anything except the sky in front of your eyes. And with your mind, you make everything empty. There is nothing there, you say. And you see it like that. Nothing. Empty, empty sky. Now you take a deep breath and relax. But there is something. Look, there's the sea. And the moon has risen. It's full and round and white. And you see it like that. The sea silver in the moonlight, with little white-topped waves. And in the blue-black sky above hangs a great moon. The moon is bright, but not dazzling. It has a sort of soft brightness, you might say. You gaze at the moon for a long, long time, feeling calm and happy. Then the moon gets smaller and smaller, but it becomes brighter and brighter till you see it as pearl. And it's become so bright that you can only just bear to look at it. And the pearl starts to grow. And before you know what's happened, it's Kuan Yin, the mother of compassion herself, standing up against the sky, all dressed in gleaming white, and with her feet resting on a lotus that floats on the waves. You see her, once you know how to do it, as clearly as I see you. Her robes are shining, and there's a halo around her head. She smiles at you, such a loving smile. She is so glad to see you that tears of happiness sparkle in her eyes. If you keep your mind calm, by just whispering her name and not trying too hard, she will stay for a long time. does go, it's by getting smaller and smaller. She doesn't go back to being a pearl, but she just gets so small that at last you can't see her. Then you notice that the sky and the sea have vanished too. Just space is left. Lovely, lovely space going on forever. That space can stay for a long time if you can do without you. So it's not you and space, you see, just space. No you. Just space. So let's finish off by dedicating the positive energy that we've generated this evening to the happiness and well-being of all beings everywhere. May they all be free of suffering and well and happy. So this Tuesday is the last Tuesday evening meditation. And starting next Tuesday, which I believe will be the 7th of July, we're going to have Zoom sessions. They'll be on every second Tuesday. And if you're curious about Buddhism, this is going to be your opportunity to ask any questions you may have. We've chosen topics for the next, the next 4 weeks. The topic for next Tuesday will be karma. And remember, there's no such thing as a silly question. So check the program. They will be Zoom sessions, so they'll be a bit more interactive. So look forward to seeing you then. And stay safe, stay well, and all the best. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you very much for joining me. Good night.